What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and we're going to be going over the Guide 2.0 for free-to-play players this week. Instead of 2,500 Contract Starry Gems, this one is a lot more all-in at 7,500 Contract Starry Gems, which is quite a bit, and essentially means what we're going to be doing in this event is buying out all of the top-tier 2,500 and 1,250 packs. We aren't going to be buying any of the lower tier ones because while they do give treasure train coupons and stuff, all we really care about are the exorcism crosses, and that is going to give us a grand total of 180 from this event here. Now, in the description again, I'm going to give you guys this breakdown, and I'm going to go over a quick synopsis of what we showed you guys earlier. I highly recommend you do two things very quickly. Number one, go back to last night we went over the Spirit Channeling Pumpkin event. I'm showing you guys how you can spend as little as 1,200 gems with luck, or all the way up to 36,000 if you're extremely unlucky. Us personally, we had to spend like 21,500, so it wasn't too bad. That's number one. Number two, you are going to have to do profit orbs, which we did go into the event and do a lot of our profit orbs, but we did get a big refund back. You're essentially going to have to go through in this profit orb event and do 6 out of the 8 loops in order to get 36 of these exorcism crosses. So that's going to be the number two. Number one, of course, the gems portion. You do get a chest which claims out the resources. So no matter which one of these chests you claim out, inside of it has those 60 exorcism crosses. So we got 60 from gems. We got 36 from profit orbs. What you also need to do in this event is jump on down to the bottom here and claim out relay package 1. It is completely free and it gives you those 4 exorcism crosses and is just really important for the total number here, because we need to come up to a grand total of what? 180 plus 60 is what? 240 plus another 40, 280. 280 divided by 40, I believe, is 7, right? So we're going to be doing 7. And essentially, we've already done the first part of this a little bit earlier. So again, I highly recommend you, number one, go check out the video from last night for this. And then about 2 hours ago, we put out our first version, the 1.0 guide of the free-to-play options. Now, we're going to just jump in here and get the Starry Gem stuff. However, I need to do a little conversion stuff because there ain't no way I'm spending regular Starry Gems and not contract Starry Gems. Okay, we did some conversions as we should, and we now have 8,200, which is more than enough because technically we've already done the first purchase in the previous video, which again, you should really watch these in like back-to-back order for this. But for this is for those who really want to do more. We're going to buy all of these out, which is going to give us even more of these exorcism crosses, which is essentially all we need to do at this point. We have 120 more, and as you guys know, it takes 40 for each one of these. We already have right now 40 of these cackling candles essentially from the first video we did, which means this one doesn't require much more. Now, there is something to remember with the goal rewards. Of course, if we want to try to hit these, we do need to do all 3 of these, but it really only comes into play on the very last one. You can do any of these at this point in any order for this screen here. So again, we're going to go around, we're going to do all the clues and figure out who is the murderer, essentially. So we got clues here. Let me see who we got. We got Imp, we got the Ghost Girl, we got, I think, not Lamb, I don't remember the name. So there's Bleeding Drawer, there's a shadow at the window, unintelligible symbols, broken blade. Ooh, wait, a broken blade? Wait a minute. You got a broken blade right there. It's definitely you. So we're going to throw him into the crock pot of doom or pressure cooker or whatever it is. And we're going to get 10 more of those candles. We, of course, do unlock the Grim Reaper doll, which isn't as big of a deal, and 300,000 Feller Shards, which is cool. So at this point, we arrested him. We're just forced to do the next one right here. So there's no other option or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and do all this. We're going to click on all these guys here, and then we have to investigate the clues once again. I see a special earring. Hey, a special earring. Don't have to go any further. So we got this little dude right here. Seems like it's like the 1-star heroes that are doing all the murdering and stuff, which is crazy. 10 more of those candles, 120 master toolboxes. That might be something big for you. And then this is where it's a little important on your decision. You either are going to go for 300,000 crystals of transcendence or the orange treasure plus 27,000 essence sublimation. This is for the active skill, which is one of the big ones. The difference here is what you decide. Do you want to go for more flat stats on your account for attack percentage, or not flat, but attack percentage and HP percentage, as well as get maybe a few more charm tickets? Or do you want to go for the sublimation? That is a completely decision up to you. For me personally, right now, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be doing all of them anyway. But I do think going for this one to show you guys what this is going to generate for you on your account is probably the smart play. So I am going to do this one. Whether or not you pick it or not is, again, completely up to you. I just want to show you guys everything that is possible. We got a hidden shadow. We got abyss stone and cooled lava. Abyss stone and cooled lava. Is that you? We got scratches, right? What else do we got? Flickering flame. I mean, I think it's this one. Am I wrong? No, I think I got it right. I think I'm right. Okay, cool. So now, again, that did give us those goals, giving us that rewards. But more importantly, that now puts us up to 70 of these cackling candles. Now, that magic number is good because, well, you're going to have to go for the 50% off mostly. Kind of. There's two different scenarios that you can now do at this point right here. Number one is with these 70, you can literally hit pretty much all the 50% offs except for floor 7. Floor 7, you can go for the Grimoire Essence, which is going to be a big boost to flat stats on your overall account. And you can keep on going down further. So the Grimoire is like, there's a couple different places you can hit it up, or this is the first scenario I'm showing you guys. You can go for additional things like Scattered Spirit Vein and Divine Power Aurora Gems, and you can get all the way down to floor 12. That is perfect. That's now going to let you get the surprise here as well, which is completely free. So you can get another sublimation, you can get a Star Soul, or even more Destiny Transition material. So if Destiny Transition is really where you're at, or you just need a ton of sublimation or cores, not necessarily this one. I think it's if you really want to go for this is the play right here. However, there's a second option you can go for. If you don't want to get the free and you don't want to clear all 12 floors, essentially this is another option you can do, which I think is pretty good. So if you delete all of these out here and you go and still continue to get all the 50% off, so you can see we're at 50 here. What you can do is you can get another one of the Grimoire materials. I think that is a pretty good idea. Now, sadly, that does mean you're kind of in a really weird spot, because if you do pick this at a discount, you're not going to have enough for the last floor. You're going to have to do some extra stuff, and it's not going to be free to play at that point. It's just not possible. But the advantage here is that you are getting additional Grimoire materials. You're doubling up on it. And for you, that might be something that is a very big deal. So just keep that in mind. Those are two very big different options here. Either way, I think going for the discounts up to this floor, like I'm going to show you guys what I plan on doing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these floors real quick. I think up to floor 9 is what I'm cool with. I like up to floor 9. We're sticking with the 50% discounts except for the Grimoire material here. So again, it's an interesting pickup how this works out. I don't know if I like it necessarily. There's a lot of different options. You guys can mix and match it yourself. I do think though the first 50 here are just guaranteed what you want to do. The exchange store does pop up after this point, so if you do choose to do something like this right here and then come down to the transition material, you can go to the exchange store and you can get 5 of these back, which basically is a refund of 1,000 contract starry gems. So in reality, you're only forking out 6,500 contract starry gems instead of a full instead of a full 7,500. So you're saving 1,000 if you do it this way. I think that's probably the better way, especially because it nets you more Grimoire material versus if you need this. But I mean, you guys have seen it, right? Like, we go to our Grimoire, you see how powerful this thing is, how much fixed stats you're getting. Granted, you're not going to be at 150 as a free-to-play player, but it is a crazy amount of stats that you're giving, more than like every other version of fixed stats between Treasure Train, Monster, Star Spawn. Everything else combined isn't coming up to this number. It is one of the craziest power gains you can possibly get, which is why I think this is the strategy to go for. And again, the full breakdown on this to show you guys exactly how this is going to be, which I'm not going to hit the button because I think I'm going to do the whole event anyway. So I'll just save that at the end. But I think this is the better strategy, refunding 1,000 contract starter gems. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Again, if you guys didn't check out the earlier videos, please check those out. You're going to want to watch pretty much all 3 of these in order so you guys know exactly what free-to-play can do. Now, I do apologize. This came at the end of the week. Friday got pretty crazy for me in real life. In the future, I'm going to try to get you guys a lot more videos every day because, well, I'm kind of back on a kick of Idle Heroes and I'm enjoying it a lot. So you're probably going to see a lot of videos, brand new series, and everything else. If you haven't done just yet, hit that subscribe button. We only need like 200 people to hit our 95,000 subscriber mark, which is gonna get you guys a chance at 10,000 starry gems for the auction house. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.